Coach, like to respond to some comments made last night in Alabama?
Yes, I would. First of all, I'll say it's a shame that we have to do this. It's really despicable. It's despicable that somebody can say things about somebody and an organization. More importantly, 17-year-old kids. You're taking shots at 17-year-old kids and their families. That they broke state laws. That they're all money. We bought every player on this group. We never bought anybody. No rules were broken. Nothing was done wrong. It was all in the way we do things, the ethics in which we do things. And these families, it's despicable that a reputable head coach could come out and say this when he doesn't get his way or things don't go his way. The narcissist in him doesn't allow those things to happen, and it's ridiculous. But when he's not on top, and the parity in college football he's been talking about, go talk to coaches who coach for him. You'll find out all the parity. Go dig into wherever he's been. You can find out anything. And it's a shame that you got to sit here and defend 17-year-old kids and families and Texas A&M because we do things right. We're always going to do things right. But we're always going to be here. We're doing a heck of a job. These coaches have done a great job. Our players have done a great job. The whole organization of recruiting people. It's despicable that we got to sit here at this level of ball and say these things to defend the people of this organization, the kids, 17-year-old kids, and their families. It's amazing. Some people think they're God. Go dig into how God did his deal. You may find out about a guy that a lot of things you don't want to know. We built him up to be the czar of football. Go dig into his past or anybody that's ever coached with him. You can find out anything you want to find out, what he does and how he does it. And it's despicable. It really is. And it's a shame we have to sit up here and have this conversation about things we do. And it's personal to us? Yes, it is. It's personal to A&M. It's personal to our players. It's personal to our coaches and everybody involved. And I know the guy. Know him really well. It's amazing that we're allowed to do those things. It's really despicable. And I hate it for our players who are coming here, who did things the right way, have done things the right way, and will continue to do things the right way. I apologize to you that people insult you publicly the way they're doing it. And our fans, I apologize to you guys for people saying those things about Texas A&M. But promise you this, there are no violations. There are nothing wrong. It's the second time we've had to do this with grown men who don't get their way and want to pout, throw a fit, and act up. Just go ask all the people who work for him. You'll know exactly what he's about. I always said this. My dad always told me this. When people show you who they are, believe them. He's showing you who he is.
Questions? To the left, Olin.
A couple of things, Jimbo. First of all, have you had any contact with Nick since?
No. Oh, he's called.
You just didn't take the call?
Not going to. We're done.
And
he shows you who he is.
And then I just wanted to.
He's the greatest ever, huh?
And then I just wanted
when you
to.
got all the advantages, it's easy.
And I just wanted to just put it point blank. So no players in you're saying that no players in
There's
this
no
22
laws of
received any
anything we
money
ever
or-
promised, done anything that goes against the laws of the state of Texas, and it's insulting to say a 17-year-old and his family broke laws. No.
Down front, Brent.
You know, y'all have both spoken so highly of each other in the past in terms of what y'all have done in your previous relationship. So how disappointing was it to hear that from him, you know, in terms of, you know, a mentor type to you
It's
as well?
disappointing. No, it wasn't. No, listen, you coach with people like Bobby Bowden and learn how to do things. You coach with other people and learn how not to do things. There's a reason people don't go, I ain't went back and worked for him with opportunities.
Coach back behind the
Don't be
lights.
associated with it.
Coaches, is this an area where you would want to see the league office and the SEC, the commissioner's office get involved if coaches are putting out specific accusations
Yeah,
of
that's their
violation?
job. That's fine. I'm sure they will. They'll reprimand or say something, and we'll move on, I guess. But this is about our players and Texas A&M and the people who work for and the coaches here. That's what this is about. And make a mistake, we're not going anywhere. We have still a lot of work to do. We're not where we want to be. This is going to be a great program, and we're building it into a great program.
Any other questions down front, Travis?
I know everyone saw the initial post from sliced bread or whatever, but where do you feel like this is coming from?
You got me. Sliced bread. Well, but I mean, when coaches say that, come on, man. Especially, never mind. The operation and tactics of certain people who say them, and anybody who coach with him know them, and anybody out there in this business knows it. Amazing. Just go where he's been.
And I know that you don't necessarily, you can't have the conversation with people who do NILs or have that contact, but would you like to see the collective that does
I
support
would like to
A&M?
find unified rules across this country to put things in place.
What-
That's what I want. And I don't know what those are. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. I don't know what the antitrust laws, all those bylaws. So the government needs to step in because these things here. And what's funny, in that talk, right before he said that about us, wasn't he soliciting funds from the crowd? It's amazing, wasn't it?
To the left, Rob.
When you walk on water, I guess it don't matter.
Howdy, Coach. So you've told us how you don't look at social media. Tell us about when you found out about. I'm right here, Coach.
Mark
To the
Robinson called me.
Okay, and how important was it for you to have this press conference so that you could defend your players and your
I'm not
program?
defending anybody. I'm just giving you the truth. Because I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide, and our program has nothing to hide. Be interesting if everybody could say that.
Down front, Brent.
Is there some thought on collectives, schools, programs, collectives, universities, collectives? Are you aware of what they do, how they go about it,
No,
and
I'm
so
not.
forth? Okay.
I'm
So
not
you have
involved in
no
those circles.
knowledge of any of
They
that
have
in terms of-
collectives. I know there's a collective here. I don't know who's got what, when's got what. Had no idea last year. That is not what we do or what we're about.
I was gonna say, that's by design, you saying, hey, I'm staying out of this. and you
Yeah,
do
I
what
mean,
you do.
how am I going to, I have no sponsorships in those things. And that's the truth. Listen, I'm going to tell you one thing. You can call me anything you want to call me. You ain't calling me a cheat. I don't cheat and I don't lie. So I learned that when I was a kid. If you did, the old man slapped you side of the head. Maybe somebody should have slapped him. But that's one thing you don't. Now you're fooling with our name. That don't, fooling with Texas A&M's name, you're saying with those kids' name and our name. I'll put it with any of them.
Front left, Olin.
Coach SEC,
I ain't into that. I wasn't raised that way.
yeah, Jimbo, SEC spring meetings are coming up, the media days in a couple of months, and then October 8th. What do you think? Is
fun,
it going to
won't
be
it?
awkward
And awkward about what?
when you have to face it or have to?
I don't mind confrontation. Lived with it my whole life. Kind of like it myself.
Anything else? Rob, and then Travis.
Backing away from it wasn't the way I was raised.
Coach, what do you say to your players about something like this?
Keep doing the right things and believe in yourself. And I'm sorry that people say those things about you, but I will defend you because I know nothing was wrong. That's what it's about. Talking about setting examples for players and creating value and all those good, talks he has. You know what I mean? Live it. It's amazing.
We'll go Travis and then Brent.
When you talk about uniform
Setting
legislation,
a hell of an example.
when you talk about uniform legislation, would you like to see that the schools be able to have a little bit more ability to?
Listen, I don't know that. I don't know what's right. It just needs to be uniform across the board. And it's hard because the government's going to have to get involved with it. I'm not into that. I just know that what we did was nothing wrong, was not done the wrong way, nothing was promised, nothing was deal, and we didn't buy any players.
You've been in this business a long time.
A long time. And
Seen a lot of things.
It's disgusting to what we're into right now, especially by the people who are throwing the darts, who have no glass in their house.
So my question was, is this the most upset, disappointed, angry you've been about something in your coaching career?
It's despicable for what it does for the sport. And the operations, the way things were done the other way, when the parity was there, like we said, never has been parity. Certain people never follow the rules anyway.
Do you suspect Nick has bent the rules?
No, I didn't say that. It's my statement.
All right, Coach.